When I saw the Viola da Gamba project in the project lists here at the conservatory, I immediately wanted to do it.
Nou, we hebben 2 weken geleden een soort kick-off avond gehad waar we stukjes voor ze gespeeld hebben, voor de componisten. Stukken met kleine en grote gamba's, 3, 2, 1, dus allerlei verschillende repertoire. En het idee is nu dat we 2 keer een workshop doen waar ze hun eerste schetsen eigenlijk aan ons laten zien. En vandaag gaan we dus proberen of dat dan te doen is of niet te doen is op een gamba.
Het is een ongelooflijk mooi instrument met heel veel nieuwe mogelijkheden, ook voor studenten die hier nu binnenkomen.
Hopefully the composers will have some little bits or ideas for us to try out. See if it's possible or logical.
I composed some sketches which I'll print very badly at the moment, so I have to reprint it.
We're gonna try out some ideas.
So you said covered?
Yeah, when you cover and then like do the...
So it's not like a kind of do, it's more like kind of...
Compared to viola, yeah, like they seem to sort of want to activate sooner.
And tenor, it would be nicer to have it in G clef or in alto clef.
You always put your fingers on top of the fret, don't you? It's not in the space.
The lines like this, but each line is one string.
Feels just like a guitar.
Yeah, basically it is.
Not just like a Baroque viola.
Yeah.
It's like a Baroque instrument that doesn't have a modern counterpart.
Yeah.
So it's all of them are double.
I'm gonna make you very fast some scores so we can
Yeah,
practice it.
Or even possible to put an extra thing in between.
It's like now so much clefs and it's like, how do I need
Oh, kind of fixed shape. That you just, and then you just do the work with the bow.
Fingers.
Yeah, and then you kind of do.
Like as if you would play a Bach cantata, you know? You want everyone to know that you are there.
There is no rhythm, there is no very specific tempo, it's just each one's flow. So try to feel your own flow and I will give you a sign to start. Its main focus is to create this new repertoire for an old instrument that is usually used really in historic interpretation.
Something like that, very calm.
The project is essentially about discovering opportunities, or maybe I should say techniques, hidden behind this instrument, while following the convention.
Just listening, responding, and no matter what we do, it's not necessarily right, but it's not wrong, you know.
But I'm just, how can we make it a little bit more clear that that we feel there's this jungle and they find things and it's totally free, and I think they need, like as I said, like a fingernail of you or something.
We are doing things what we usually don't do on the gamba, so we feel it's super cool, but maybe it is not. It's just new for us, but maybe it's not. It's a bit dangerous.
You can choose your pace. So you have to be in touch. A slow tempo.
Because it's very quiet, I'm going to amplify it. So.
Like this?
Every composer has a different writing process. I personally like to start with more kind of emphasis on research. So I'll look over past repertoire, I'll learn about the practicalities of the instrument. I'll go and hear it in person, that's quite important because recordings can only give you so much. And then at some point I find it useful to actually have the instrument in my own hands and to play around with it a bit. Because when you're writing music on manuscript in the traditional way, you can often find that slightly too abstracted from the sound itself. So the sound itself is incredibly important to me. Because when you go one way, you hear more of one side of it, and then the other, you hear more of the other side, which is quite nice. Us doing that, but again, that's a bit kind of 90s Darmstadt.
That's so cool. Maybe you don't want it, but it's really like
I thought it would look really bad.
It's fantastic. Let's think about it.
Yeah.
You've got enough information from the composers that you need to, and
it's very cool that all the pieces are so different. Also, the approach is very nice.
Hi. They're waiting for you.
I'm no sorry, I am late.
My goodness.
You're
here.
I love the tram, sorry.
You let me play a G note. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Imagine if I fucked it up in the 80s.
Mommy, what did you can play
This is some natural notes. If it's too hard, then it's too hard. There's nothing I could do but changing this. I think if it's on the on beat, it would be a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm. I was playing on beat.
I cannot do ta 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 ta.
No,
ta,
of course,
it's an
but
harpsichord,
you can think it, maybe. No.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
No, but we can totally feel the offbeat now. I can hear it.
I can ask him why he didn't use the pedal even the day after.
They're having a conversation which lasted the entire trip down the stairs so far.
So it's like very muddy, like behind a fog or something. So this is very nice.
What's the photo
It's loading for you?
The photo is the score.
When we open it, we need to point it at the same direction, right?
Wait, it wants me to scan a QR code.
Oh, you know what that QR code is? Is it's the QR code up here.
So we open it facing to the exit signs, right?
Yes, and then you all turn around.
Yeah.
You made those?
You can just get them online. They're very cheap.
Then you can just watch 3D movies like this?
Yeah.
Are you still stuck on this?
No, I have everything. I don't know.
So it should have loaded.
Of course I want to.
Do we get to see that as well?
Yeah.
I'm working on figuring out if it's possible to get a live stream of exactly what everyone is seeing. But it might not be possible because it's already quite demanding on the phones to be able to display that, so it might cause problems. But I'm investigating different possibilities. I was really interested in Google Street View. So the musicians are looking into Google Cardboard VR glasses, and they're seeing different photos from around the world. After trying a few different places, I've settled on highways. Within, like in these places, these images of places, there are instructions that are placed over different things. So on the highway, you'll see a sign that gives you an instruction of where to exit, but in the score, it'll tell you to add a pitch to what you're playing, or to change registers, or to end the piece. Or there might be an advertisement that will tell you to start playing in the style of the French Baroque, or start to improvise some other kind of melody. So you can imagine that they're in a sort of globe of a photograph. And it stays the same, but when they look in one direction, they're only seeing a part of the globe. And as they move their heads, they're seeing different pieces.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. I would never have noticed.
Oh. Nice. Okay. Any immediate thoughts?
Yes, please.
For how that went? I feel. Where do I stand?
Get in here.